Crocodiles close in on drowning puppies, but an unexpected hero appears. The sun beat down on the tangled maze of mangrove roots and murky waterways that form the heart of the Everglades. The air, thick with humidity and the scent of decaying vegetation, hummed with the symphony of cicadas and the distant calls of exotic birds. A litter of Labrador Retriever pups, their fur a mix of golden, black, and chocolate brown, tumbled through the undergrowth, their playful barks and yelps echoing through the stillness of the forest. Their mother, a seasoned hunter with a keen nose and a watchful eye, had led them to this secluded corner of the swamp, a haven of exploration and discovery away from the dangers of the open plains. The pups, their curiosity piqued by the unfamiliar surroundings, explored with an enthusiasm that knew no bounds. They chased butterflies through the sun-dappled clearings, their clumsy paws slipping on the damp earth, their laughter a joyful chorus against the backdrop of the ancient mangroves. They sniffed at the strange plants that grew along the water's edge, their noses twitching with the unfamiliar scents, their tails wagging with a mix of excitement and apprehension. They chased each other through the tangled roots, their small bodies weaving in and out of the maze, their playful nips and growls a testament to their boundless energy and the unbreakable bond of their litter. They reached the edge of a narrow canal, its murky waters reflecting the dense foliage that lined its banks, its depths a mystery that beckoned them closer. They dipped their paws into the cool water, their playful splashes creating ripples that disturbed the stillness, their reflections a distorted image of their youthful exuberance. And then, in a moment of reckless abandon, one of the pups, a small golden retriever with a mischievous glint in his eyes, ventured too close to the edge, his paws slipping on the muddy bank, his body tumbling headfirst into the murky depths. His cries of surprise and fear echoed through the mangroves, his struggles against the current a desperate attempt to regain his footing, his small body quickly disappearing beneath the surface of the dark water. The pup's sudden disappearance sent a wave of panic through the litter. His siblings, their playful antics forgotten, rushed to the edge of the canal, their whimpers echoing his cries for help. Their eyes wide with fear and confusion, they peered into the murky depths, their vision hampered by the dense foliage and the swirling water, their small bodies trembling with a mix of anxiety and a desperate need to help their brother. They barked and whined, their voices a chorus of distress that carried through the stillness of the mangrove forest. Their mother, alerted by their cries, rushed to the scene, her heart pounding with a maternal fear that mirrored their own. She scanned the water's edge, her keen eyes searching for any sign of her missing pup, her nose twitching as she tried to catch his scent amidst the humid air. She spotted a ripple in the water, a faint disturbance that hinted at his struggle beneath the surface. She plunged into the canal, her powerful body cutting through the murky water, her determination fueled by a mother's love and a desperate hope to save her pup. She dived beneath the surface, her eyes struggling to adjust to the darkness, her senses searching for any sign of her lost child. She felt the current tugging at her fur, the murky water hindering her movements, the fear for her pup's safety growing with each passing moment. She surfaced, gasping for air, her eyes scanning the water's surface, her ears straining for any sound that might guide her search. But the only response was the mournful cries of her other pups, their whimpers echoing through the mangroves, their presence a reminder of the precious life that was slipping away. She dove again, her body now accustomed to the water's resistance, her movements more determined, her search more frantic. She explored the depths of the canal, her paws brushing against submerged branches and tangled roots, her nose detecting the faint scent of her pup amidst the murky water. And then she saw him, his small body, limp and lifeless, lay caught amongst the tangled roots, his fur matted and dark, his eyes closed, his silence a chilling contrast to the playful barks that had once filled the forest. A wave of grief washed over her, her maternal instincts screaming in denial, her heart aching with the loss of her precious pup. She nudged his body with her snout, her gentle touch a desperate attempt to rouse him, her whimpers a mournful lament for the life that had been extinguished. But he remained motionless, his body unresponsive, his spirit lost in the murky depths of the canal. She gathered him in her jaws, his small form a heavy weight against her sorrow, his presence a reminder of the fragility of life and the unpredictable nature of the wilderness. She carried him to the surface, her powerful body breaking through the water, her eyes searching for a place to lay him down, a final resting place for her beloved pup. She reached the bank, her legs collapsing beneath her, her body trembling with exhaustion and grief, her tears mingling with the water that streamed down her face. She laid him gently on the grassy bank, his small body now exposed to the warmth of the sun, his fur drying in the gentle breeze, his presence a heartbreaking reminder of the life that had been lost. She nuzzled him one last time, her whimpers a mournful farewell, her love a silent promise to never forget. And as the other pups gathered around, their whimpers echoing their mother's grief, their small bodies trembling with a shared sorrow, a shadow fell upon the clearing, its presence a chilling reminder of the dangers that still lurked in the heart of the Everglades. The mother dog, her body trembling with a mix of exhaustion and grief, watched helplessly as the crocodile approached her remaining pups, their playful innocence now a cruel mockery in the face of the impending danger. She had already lost one of her precious offspring to the murky depths of the canal, and the thought of losing another, of witnessing their vulnerability to this fearsome predator, filled her with a despair that threatened to consume her. She gathered her pups closer, her body a shield against the encroaching threat, her growls a defiant warning that echoed through the stillness of the mangrove forest. But she knew that her strength was waning, her energy depleted by the ordeal she had endured, her ability to protect her young now a fragile hope against the crocodile's relentless advance. The crocodile, its reptilian eyes gleaming with a predatory hunger, its jaws open wide, revealing rows of sharp teeth, its presence a terrifying spectacle in the fading light, slithered closer, its movements a silent dance of death, its anticipation palpable in the tense atmosphere. Lily, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and helplessness, watched the scene unfold, her camera now forgotten in her lap, her fingers digging into the soft earth, her body frozen by the sight of the impending tragedy. She wanted to scream, to run, to intervene, but her voice was caught in her throat, her legs rooted to the spot, her mind paralyzed by the fear that gripped her heart. She had witnessed the beauty and harmony of nature countless times in her explorations of the Everglades, but this, the raw brutality of the predator-prey dynamic, was a harsh reality she had never encountered before. She felt a surge of despair, a sense of helplessness in the face of the inevitable, her own vulnerability mirroring that of the mother dog and her pups. And then, as the crocodile lunged towards the pups, its jaws snapping shut, its teeth inches away from their fragile bodies, a figure emerged from the murky depths of the canal, its presence an unexpected twist in the unfolding drama, its intervention a beacon of hope in the face of despair. The shadow that fell upon the clearing belonged to a young girl, her form silhouetted against the backdrop of the mangrove forest, her presence an unexpected intrusion into the scene of grief and despair. Lily, her blonde hair braided neatly down her back, her eyes wide with curiosity and a touch of apprehension, stepped cautiously towards the group of dogs, her camera held tightly in her hand, its lens a window into the hidden world of the Everglades. Lily, a girl of 12 with a spirit as wild and free as the birds that soared above the swampland, had always been fascinated by the natural world, its mysteries and wonders a constant source of inspiration and adventure. She had spent countless hours exploring the Everglades with her father, a park ranger whose love for the wilderness mirrored her own. They had kayaked through the winding waterways, their paddles dipping silently into the water, their eyes scanning the banks for glimpses of alligators basking in the sun, their voices hushed whispers of respect for the creatures that called this unique ecosystem their home. They had hiked through the mangrove forests, their footsteps tracing paths through the tangled roots and dense foliage, their senses alert to the sights and sounds of the swamp, their hearts filled with a sense of wonder and awe. They had camped under the stars, their tent a small haven amidst the vast expanse of the wilderness, their campfire a beacon of warmth against the darkness, their conversations filled with stories of the Everglades' history and the creatures that had roamed its lands for centuries. Lily, her camera a constant companion, had captured the beauty of the Everglades through her lens, her photographs a testament to her passion for nature and her desire to share its wonders with the world. She had photographed alligators lurking in the shadows, birds soaring through the sky, snakes slithering through the undergrowth. Her image is a celebration of the diversity and resilience of life in this unique environment, but she had never witnessed a scene like the one that unfolded before her now. The raw emotion of the grieving mother dog and her pups, their vulnerability and despair a stark contrast to the playful energy she had come to associate with these creatures. She approached cautiously, her footsteps silent on the soft earth, her camera lens trained on the scene, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and compassion. She wanted to capture the moment, to document the raw beauty of their grief, but she also felt a deep respect for their privacy, a reluctance to intrude on their sorrow. She hesitated, her finger hovering over the shutter button, her mind wrestling with the conflicting desires to document and to respect. And then, as if sensing her presence, the mother dog lifted her head, her eyes meeting Lily's with a mix of sadness and a plea for understanding. Lily, her heart melting with empathy, lowered her camera, her gaze meeting the dog's. Their connection a silent acknowledgement of the shared grief, then spoken language of compassion that transcended the boundaries of species. She knelt beside the dog, her hand reaching out tentatively, her touch a gentle caress on the grieving mother's fur, her presence a silent offering of comfort and support. The dog, her body trembling with sorrow, leaned into her touch, her whimpers softening, her eyes reflecting a gratitude that mirrored Lily's own empathy. And as the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the clearing, Lily sat with the dog and her pups, their shared silence a symphony of grief and acceptance, their presence a testament to the enduring power of connection in the face of loss and the beauty of the natural world that surrounded them. The sun dipped lower, casting long shadows that stretched across the clearing, transforming the familiar landscape into an eerie tableau. Lily, her heart heavy with the sadness of the scene before her, sat beside the grieving mother dog, her presence a silent offering of comfort and support. The pups, their whimpers now subsided into a quiet whimpering, nestled against their mother, their small bodies seeking warmth and reassurance in her embrace. Lily, her hand gently stroking their soft fur, felt a surge of protectiveness for these vulnerable creatures, their innocence a stark contrast to the harsh reality of their loss. She watched as the mother dog, her eyes filled with a deep sorrow, nuzzled her pups, her rough tongue a gentle caress against their tiny bodies, her love a silent lullaby in the face of their grief. Lily, her own heart aching with empathy, wished she could offer more than just her presence, her limited knowledge of animal care a frustrating barrier to her desire to help out. And then, as the shadows deepened, a new sound pierced the stillness, a low, guttural growl that sent a shiver down her spine. She looked up, her eyes scanning the darkening forest, her senses alert to the presence of an unseen danger. The growl came again, closer now, its source a dark shape emerging from the dense undergrowth, its movements stealthy and predatory, its presence a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurked in the heart of the Everglades. Lily, her breath catching in her throat, recognized the creature instantly. It was a crocodile, its reptilian form a terrifying spectacle in the fading light, its eyes gleaming with a predatory hunger, its jaws open, revealing rows of sharp teeth. Its presence a threat to the vulnerable dog and her pups. Fear gripped her heart, its icy fingers tightening around her chest, her breath coming in short, shallow gasps. She wanted to scream, to run, to seek shelter from the impending danger, but her body was frozen, her voice caught in her throat, her mind paralyzed by the sight of the predator and the realization of their vulnerability. She looked at the mother dog, her eyes wide with fear, her body tense with a protective instinct that mirrored Lily's own. She watched as the dog gathered her pups closer, her body a shield against the approaching danger, her growls a defiant challenge to the predator's advance. But Lily knew that the dog, weakened by grief and exhaustion, was no match for the crocodile's powerful jaws and relentless determination. She had to do something, to find help, to alert someone to their plight, to save them from the jaws of death that loomed over them. But she was alone, her father miles away, her voice unable to carry across the vast expanse of the swamp. She felt a wave of despair wash over her, her helplessness a crushing weight on her young shoulders. And as the crocodile drew closer, its shadow stretching across the clearing, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and a desperate prayer for a miracle, the crocodile's approach was relentless, its heavy footsteps thudding against the soft earth, its jaws snapping with a chilling finality. Lily, her eyes squeezed shut, her body trembling with fear, could hear the rustling of leaves as the creature pushed through the undergrowth, its presence growing closer, its shadow looming larger. She imagined its reptilian eyes, cold and calculating, fixed on the vulnerable dog and her pups, their whimpers now a desperate plea for mercy, their movements restricted by their mother's protective embrace. She pictured its powerful jaws, lined with rows of sharp teeth, closing in on its prey. The inevitable outcome a gruesome scene that played out in her mind's eye. She wanted to scream, to cry out for help, but her voice was frozen. Her throat constricted by the fear that gripped her heart. She felt a wave of helplessness wash over her, her inability to intervene, to protect the creatures she had come to care for. A crushing weight on her young shoulders. She thought of her father, his reassuring presence, his knowledge of the wilderness, his ability to handle any situation with a calm confidence. She wished he were there, his strong arms a shield against the danger, his voice a calming reassurance in the face of the crocodile's threat. But he was miles away. His duties as a park ranger taking him to a different corner of the Everglades, his absence a painful reminder of her own vulnerability and isolation. She felt tears streaming down her face. Their warmth a stark contrast to the coldness that gripped her body, their silent flow a testament to her despair. And then, as the crocodile's shadow loomed over them, its presence a suffocating darkness that threatened to consume them all, a new sound pierced the stillness, a deep, guttural growl that resonated with an ancient power, a force that commanded respect and instilled a primal fear. Lily's eyes flew open, her gaze drawn to the source of the sound, her heart pounding with a mix of terror and a flicker of hope. And as she watched, her breath catching in her throat, a figure emerged from the depths of the swamp, its massive form a silhouette against the darkening sky. Its presence an unexpected twist in the unfolding drama. The figure that emerged from the murky depths of the swamp was a creature of both awe and terror. Its presence a stark contrast to the delicate beauty of the surrounding mangroves. It was an alligator, its ancient lineage etched in the rough scales that covered its massive body. Its eyes gleaming with a primal intelligence, its jaws a formidable weapon that had ruled these waters for centuries. Lily, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and fascination, watched as the alligator glided through the water, its movements a silent symphony of power and grace, its presence a reminder of the untamed forces that shaped the Everglades ecosystem. She had seen alligators before, their images adorning the brochures and documentaries that celebrated the park's unique biodiversity. But this close, this real, the alligator was a terrifying spectacle, its size and predatory nature a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurked beneath the surface of the seemingly tranquil waters. She watched as it approached the clearing, its massive head emerging from the water, its eyes fixed on the scene before it, its gaze taking in the grieving mother dog, her vulnerable pups, and the menacing presence of the crocodile that threatened their lives. Lily, her breath catching in her throat, her mind racing with a mix of fear and hope, wondered what the alligator's intentions were. Would it join the crocodile in its predatory pursuit, its presence adding to the danger that surrounded the helpless family? Or would it intervene, its instincts defying its nature, its actions a testament to an unexpected compassion that could exist even in the heart of a predator? The alligator, its movements deliberate, its gaze unwavering, reached the edge of the clearing, its massive body emerging from the water, its presence casting a long shadow over the scene. It paused, its eyes fixed on the crocodile. Its silence a tense standoff between two apex predators, their encounter a clash of ancient instincts and a battle for dominance in the heart of the Everglades. The tension in the clearing was palpable, the air thick with the scent of fear and anticipation. The crocodile, its predatory instincts aroused by the sight of the vulnerable dog and her pups, her body frozen with fear, her mind unable to comprehend the unfolding drama. She had witnessed the beauty and harmony of nature countless times in her explorations of the Everglades, but this, the raw brutality of the predator-prey dynamic, was a harsh reality she had never encountered before. And then, as the crocodile lunged towards the mother dog, its jaws open wide, its teeth gleaming in the fading light, the alligator, its massive body a blur of motion, intervened, its powerful jaws snapping shut on the crocodile's tail, its deep growl a thunderous roar that echoed through the mangroves. The crocodile, startled by the unexpected attack, its prey momentarily forgotten, thrashed and twisted, its powerful tail struggling against the alligator's vice-like grip. Its hiss is a symphony of pain and frustration. Lily, her eyes wide with disbelief, watched as the alligator, its strength and size a formidable force, dragged the crocodile back into the water, its powerful jaws refusing to release their hold, its movements a determined dance of dominance and protection. The water churned and frothed as the two predators battled, their struggle a primal display of power and survival, their conflict a reminder of the harsh realities that govern the delicate balance of the Everglades ecosystem. The mother dog, Her fear momentarily forgotten in the face of the unexpected intervention, gathered her pups closer, her body trembling with a mix of gratitude and awe, her eyes fixed on the alligator, her protector, her unlikely savior. Lily, her heart pounding with a mix of fear and admiration, watched the scene unfold, her camera lens capturing the dramatic struggle. Her mind unable to comprehend the complexity of emotions that surged through her. She had witnessed the brutality of nature, the predator's instinct to kill. But she had also witnessed an unexpected act of compassion, a defiance of nature's laws, a testament to the hidden depths that existed within even the most fearsome of creatures. And as the alligator, its dominance asserted, its prey subdued, released the crocodile, its massive form disappearing into the murky depths, leaving behind a ripple of gratitude and a renewed sense of hope in the clearing. Lily knew that she had witnessed something extraordinary, a moment of grace in the heart of the wild, a testament to the interconnectedness of life and the enduring power of compassion that could transcend the boundaries of species and the expectations of the natural world. The clearing, once filled with the tension of the crocodile's threat, now held a different atmosphere, the air thick with a mix of relief and gratitude. The mother dog, her body still trembling with the remnants of fear, nudged her pups towards the water's edge, her soft whimpers a gentle encouragement to return to the safety of the bank. The pups, their playful energy momentarily subdued by the recent encounter, hesitated, their eyes wide with a mix of curiosity and apprehension. They looked at the alligator, its massive form now a reassuring presence in the murky water, its eyes fixed on them with a gentle gaze that belied its predatory nature. The alligator, its protective instincts still lingering, nudged the pups with its snout, its touch surprisingly gentle, its gesture a guiding hand towards safety. The pups, their trust in the creature that had saved them unwavering, followed its lead, their small bodies paddling through the water, their whimpers now a symphony of relief and gratitude. They reached the bank, their paws scrambling onto the solid ground, their bodies shaking off the water, their tails wagging with a renewed sense of joy and freedom. The mother dog, her heart filled with a profound gratitude for the alligator's unexpected intervention, watched over them, her own fear replaced by a sense of wonder and a newfound respect for the creature that had defied its nature to protect her young. Lily, her camera still clutched in her hand, her finger hovering over the shutter button, captured the scene, her lens a witness to the extraordinary display of compassion and interspecies connection. She had seen the alligator, a creature she had always feared, transform into a protector, its actions a testament to the hidden depths that existed within the wild, the unexpected kindness that could blossom in the most unlikely of circumstances. She felt a shift in her own perspective, her understanding of the Everglades ecosystem deepened by the experience, her appreciation for its complexity and delicate balance now infused with a newfound respect for all its creatures, even those she had once feared. She watched as the alligator, its mission accomplished, its protective instincts fulfilled, submerged itself in the murky water, its form disappearing into the depths, its presence a lingering memory in the hearts of those who had witnessed its extraordinary act of kindness. And as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, its final rays casting a golden glow on the reunited family of dogs, their playful barks and joyful yelps echoing through the mangroves, Lily knew that she had witnessed something truly special. A moment of grace in the heart of the wild, a testament to the enduring power of compassion and the interconnectedness of life that transcended the boundaries of species and the expectations of the natural world. Lily, her heart still pounding with the adrenaline of the encounter, her mind reeling from the extraordinary scene she had witnessed, sat on the riverbank, her camera clutched tightly in her hands, her fingers gently tracing the contours of the lens, her gaze fixed on the spot where the alligator had disappeared into the murky depths. She replayed the events in her mind, the fear and desperation of the mother dog and her pups, the menacing presence of the crocodile, the unexpected arrival of the alligator, its protective intervention, its gentle guidance of the pups back to safety. Each image, each sound, each emotion was etched into her memory, a vivid tapestry of the drama that had unfolded before her eyes. She looked at the pups, their playful energy now restored, their barks and yelps a symphony of joy and relief, their presence a testament to the resilience of life and the enduring power of connection. She felt a surge of gratitude for the alligator, Its unexpected act of kindness a reminder that even in the harshest of environments, compassion could blossom, that the boundaries between predator and prey were not always as rigid as they seemed. She raised her camera, her lens capturing the scene, the pups playing in the golden light of the setting sun, their silhouettes a stark contrast against the backdrop of the mangrove forest. Their joy a beacon of hope in the face of the day's near tragedy. She wanted to preserve this moment, to share it with others, to spread the message of the alligator's heroism, to inspire a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of life within the Everglades ecosystem. She thought of her father, his passion for the wilderness, his dedication to protecting its inhabitants, his stories of the unexpected encounters, and the delicate balance that existed between the creatures that called this place home. She knew he would be amazed by her tale, his heart filled with a shared sense of wonder and appreciation for the alligator's extraordinary act of kindness. She couldn't wait to tell him. And the ultimate triumph of compassion over instinct. She gathered her belongings, her footsteps a gentle rhythm against the soft earth, her heart filled with a newfound appreciation for the complexity and beauty of the Everglades. Her spirit renewed by the encounter that had challenged her perceptions and deepened her connection to the natural world. And as she made her way back through the mangrove forest, the sun setting behind her, casting long shadows that danced with the fireflies, her silhouette a solitary figure against the backdrop of the darkening sky. She knew that she would carry this experience with her, a cherished memory that would shape her understanding of the world and inspire her to become a guardian of its wonders, a protector of its vulnerable inhabitants, a voice for the voiceless creatures that called this unique ecosystem their home. The twilight painted the sky in hues of orange and purple as Lily and her father paddled their kayak back towards the ranger station, their journey a peaceful contrast to the dramatic events of the day. Lily, her heart still pounding with the echoes of the rescue, recounted her experience, her voice filled with a mix of awe and excitement, her words painting a vivid picture of the mother dog's despair, the crocodile's menacing presence, and the alligator's unexpected intervention. Her father, a seasoned ranger with years of experience in the Everglades, listened intently, his weathered face etched with a mix of surprise and admiration. He had heard countless tales of the wilderness, its beauty and its dangers, its delicate balance and its unpredictable nature. But Lily's story, her encounter with the compassionate alligator, wasn't like anything he had ever heard before. He marveled at her courage, her ability to remain calm in the face of danger, her empathy for the vulnerable creatures, her respect for the interconnectedness of life. He saw in her a reflection of his own passion for the Everglades, her youthful enthusiasm a reminder of the wonder and awe that had first drawn him to this unique ecosystem. He praised her for capturing the scene with her camera, her photographs a testament to her talent and her dedication to documenting the wonders of the wild. He knew that her images would not only capture the beauty of the moment but also convey the powerful message of the alligator's unexpected heroism, a story that deserved to be shared with the world. They reached the ranger station, its lights a welcoming beacon in the gathering darkness. Lily, eager to share her experience with the other rangers and staff, rushed inside, her voice echoing through the building as she recounted the tale, her enthusiasm contagious, her words painting a vivid picture of the day's events. The rangers, their faces a mix of disbelief and admiration, listened intently, their own experiences with the Everglades wildlife now expanded by Lily's extraordinary encounter. They marveled at the alligator's actions, its defiance of its predatory instincts a testament to the complexity and wonder of the natural world. They praised Lily's courage and her quick thinking in capturing the scene with her camera, her photographs a valuable addition to their understanding of the Everglades ecosystem and the intricate relationships between its inhabitants. The story spread quickly through the ranger station, its impact rippling through the close-knit community of those who dedicated their lives to protecting and preserving the wilderness. Lily, her name now associated with the tale of the compassionate alligator, became a symbol of the connection between humans and the wild. Her experience a reminder of the unexpected beauty and wonder that could be found in the most unlikely of places. And as the night settled over the Everglades, its symphony of sounds a lullaby to the weary souls, Lily's story continued to echo through the halls of the ranger station, its message of compassion and respect for all creatures a beacon of hope in the face of the challenges that lay ahead, a testament to the enduring power of connection and the resilience of life in the face of adversity. The story of the alligator and the puppies, A tale of unexpected compassion and interspecies connection transcended the boundaries of the Everglades, its ripples spreading far beyond the small community of Willow Creek. Lily's photographs, published in a local newspaper, captured the hearts of readers, their imaginations ignited by the image of the fearsome predator transformed into a gentle protector. The story resonated with a deep chord within the human spirit, a reminder of the interconnectedness of life, the delicate balance of nature, and the unexpected kindness that could be found in the most unlikely of places. It sparked a wave of interest in the Everglades, its reputation as a unique and precious ecosystem further solidified. Its vulnerability to human encroachment and environmental degradation brought to the forefront of public awareness. Lily, her name now synonymous with the story of the compassionate alligator, became a local hero, her youthful enthusiasm and unwavering love for the wilderness inspiring a new generation of conservationists. She was invited to speak at schools and community events, her words painting vivid pictures of the Everglades' beauty and its delicate balance, her photographs a testament to the wonders she had witnessed. She shared her story with passion and conviction, her voice carrying a message of respect for all creatures, her message resonating with young and old alike. She emphasized the importance of protecting the environment, of understanding the interconnectedness of life, of preserving the wild places for future generations. Her father, his heart swelling with pride, watched as his daughter blossomed into a young advocate for the Everglades, her dedication to conservation a reflection of the values he had instilled in her. Her passion a testament to the enduring power of the human-animal bond. He continued his work as a park ranger, his duties now imbued with a renewed sense of purpose. His interactions with visitors now infused with Lily's story, his words carrying a message of hope and responsibility. The story of the alligator and the puppies became a part of the Everglades lore, its lessons woven into the fabric of the community, its memory a reminder of the unexpected connections that could be forged between humans and the wild. It was a story of courage, compassion, and the enduring power of nature, a testament to the resilience of life and the unwavering spirit of those who dedicated their lives to protecting its delicate balance. And as the years turned into decades, the legend of the alligator and the pups lived on, their story whispered on the wind, carried on the currents of the rivers and streams, etched in the hearts of those who had witnessed their extraordinary encounter. It was a story that spoke of the interconnectedness of all living things, the beauty and fragility of the natural world, and the enduring power of compassion that could transcend the boundaries of species and the expectations of the wild.